welcome to Deeraj Academy. So today we are going to discuss about redox reactions. So today our topic is redox reactions. Let's discuss about redox reactions. So redox reactions, as the name indicates, it's a combination of reduction reaction and oxidation reaction. So your RED red is for reduction and ox is for oxidation reaction. So redox reaction is a chemical reaction in which reduction and oxidation takes place simultaneously. So to understand about redox reaction, it's necessary to first understand reduction reaction and oxidation reactions. Okay, so we will just see this reduction and oxidation reaction one by one. So first of all, let's talk about oxidation reactions. So it is very easy, students, and very simple questions are asked based on this topic. So please don't worry about this topic. Okay, in this topic you just have to remember that what is an oxidation reaction, what is the reduction reaction. ओके तो ऑक्सीडेशन रिएक्शन क्या होते हैं? ऑक्सीडेशन रिएक्शन वो रिएक्शन होते हैं जिनमें ऑक्सीजन ऐड होता है. फॉर एग्जांपल कॉपर प्लस ऑक्सीजन gives us copper oxide. Okay, so when oxygen gets added to copper, we get copper oxide as the product, right? So when we can say when copper is heated in presence of oxygen, we get copper oxide. So here on reactant side you can see with copper there is no oxygen, but on product side you can see now oxygen is added to copper, right? So here you can see addition of oxygen has taken place. Right, so oxidation reaction is nothing but addition of oxygen. So you just, if whenever you can see that on product side oxygen is being added, then it is said to be oxidation reaction. So on reactant side if oxygen is not there with the reactant, and now on product side it is having an oxygen, so that means addition of oxygen has taken place and this is an oxidation reaction. Okay, I hope it is clear to all of you and all of you will remember what is an oxidation reaction now. Okay, so it is very simple. Oxidation reaction is addition of oxygen in the reaction, right? Okay, now let us see reduction reaction. So now when we talk about reduction reaction, it is exactly opposite of oxidation reaction. So can anyone guess what will happen in such reactions? In case of reduction reaction, there will be removal of oxygen taking place. Okay, so we were discussing about copper oxide in the previous example. So in this copper oxide, when hydrogen gas will be passed, now the products will be copper and water, right? So what happened now? Now from copper oxide oxygen is removed, right? So here removal of oxygen takes place. Okay, so I hope everyone is clear what is oxidation reaction and reduction reaction. You just have to remember that in case of oxidation reaction, addition of oxygen, and when we talk about reduction reaction, removal of oxygen. Okay, so in case of oxidation reaction, addition of oxygen. In case of reduction reaction, removal of oxygen. Now when both of this takes place simultaneously, then it is said to be redox reaction. For example, as we have seen in the previous example only, copper oxide plus hydrogen is giving us copper plus water, right? So here we discussed that copper oxide is getting converted into copper. So here removal of oxygen is taking place. That is why this is reduction reaction. Similarly, if you will notice hydrogen, what is happening with hydrogen over here? Hydrogen was not having oxygen, but on the product side now it is having oxygen. So here in case of hydrogen, addition of oxygen has taken place. So here this is oxidation. And that is why this kind of reaction they are said to be redox reactions. Okay students, so very simple questions are being asked in this topic, that is redox reaction, and we will discuss one such question also today. So first let me show you this experiment and then we will discuss about the question. So I hope all of you can see. Yes, so oxidation reaction. So here in this bowl students, what we are having in this bowl, we have, I hope all of you can see, in this bowl we have copper powder. Okay, so here we are having copper powder. So when we have copper powder over here and when we heat it in presence of oxygen, we have already seen the reaction, what is going to happen, right? What is going to happen? Just a second. Yeah, so we have copper powder with us and we are heating it in presence of oxygen. So it will combine with oxygen and it will form copper oxide. So now you can see the color of the powder has changed. So this is copper oxide. So this is our reaction which we have already discussed. Copper plus oxygen gives copper oxide. Right, so this is oxidation reaction. Okay, so I hope all of you are clear about redox reaction. I have one question for all of you. I will be giving you two reactions and you have to identify the substances that are oxidized and the substances that are reduced in this reaction. So here we have 4Na plus O2 and we are getting Na2O. Right, so such simple questions are being asked in exams. So here you can see what is happening. So we just have to say that which one is oxidized and which one is reduced. So in case of sodium, you can see oxygen was not there, but now oxygen is added to it. Okay, so it is being oxidized. Right, so we can say sodium is oxidized over here. Now the second one. So this was the first one and the second one we have is copper oxide plus H2 gives copper plus water. Right, so here we have already done this. So copper oxide we can see now it is here oxygen is removed and we got copper over here. So this is reduction. And in case of H2, oxygen is added and we have oxidation. Right. So in this way you can solve these questions and you can see such a simple and such easy questions are being asked. आपको redox reaction में और कुछ ज़्यादा करने की ज़रूरत नहीं है. redox reaction में आपको सिर्फ इतना पता होना चाहिए कि oxidation reaction क्या है और reduction reaction क्या है. ऑक्सीडाइज होना किसको बोलते हैं, रिड्यूस होना किसको बोलते हैं. तो आपको ऐसे ही क्वेश्चंस पूछते हैं वो लोग कि कौन सा यहाँ पे कौन सा जो सब्सटेंस है वो ऑक्सीडाइज या रिड्यूस होता है. दैट्स इट. Okay, no, nothing in detail is going to be asked in redox reaction. So don't worry students, and follow and subscribe us for more such interactive sessions, and you can register for free demo also. Thank you.